Tanaka. So this is the men's singles draw, section 1, right at the top of the draw. Winner of this match will face the winner of Lanier versus Nishimoto. Alex Lanier, the young Frenchman, having a great run here in Japan. Wang Suwei, Kodai Narioka, CHN and Kantafon Wang Charion also in this section of the draw. And of course, we'll be watching CHN and Kantafon in a little while.
2コートで男子シングルス、Shi Yu Qi 選手、中国、田中佑司選手、日本も行います。
New silver head, I think that's silver. Silver head Shi Yu Qi. I'm sure he's done that to signify and celebrate his ascension to world #1. Just been such a reliable performer over the last 2 years. Victor Axelsen, who was of course the former world #1 and a fantastic world #1, I have to say. Blighted by a few injuries. And Shi Yu Qi was always there to pick up those points. Of course, Victor is not going to mind at all. It's another challenge for him to pick up again. And of course, his year has been made with that amazing second gold medal at the Paris Olympics, making him one of the most, if not the most, successful badminton player in men's singles at the Olympics. There he is, 28 years old, ranking 1, highest ranking 1. That happened in June. And how did he get there? Well, there was a quarterfinal at the Olympics, of course. Titles at the Indonesian Open, the French Open, the Singapore Open, 3rd at the Badminton Asia Championship. And started off the year with a win at the India Open, and also right at the start of the year, runner-up at the Malaysia Open. 2 Chinese Taipei players in his run so far to this quarterfinal. Su Liyang and Lin Chunyi didn't drop a game in either, but were stretched in the first one, 23-21. And Yushi Tanaka, 24 years old, very much a player for the future. And Kumamoto currently ranked 31, and that is his highest. He's playing at a different level of tournaments, Yushi. First at the Orléans Masters and the US Open. That was just last month. Denmark Challenge as well was another one of the titles he picked up in the International Challenge Series. Anthony Sinisuka Ginting and John Hyuk Jin, his 2 players that brought him to this quarterfinal. And of course, Ginting retiring in the second game, 5-4. Well, Olympics burnout has been very much the topic this week. Santi Laru in the umpire's chair. But for Shi Yu Qi, it looks like it's all systems go. Wu Nian Chin in the service charge position. He seems to be having a great time so far, Shi Yu Qi. No signs of fatigue or tiredness in any way. Well, as you can imagine, in pretty much every category, very much the favorite. So this is a stage for Yushi Tanaka. One of those headline-making matches. But that headline is not going to be so easy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
against Shi Yu
on
Qi.
my right, Yushi Tanaka, Japan. And on my left, Shi Yu Qi, China. Shi Yu Qi to serve. Love all. Play.
Well, you can immediately see the height difference between the players. 6-foot frame of Shi Yu Qi. Against the 5'7" Yushi Tanaka. Of course, it's not that significant a stat.
Love.
As the likes of Anthony Sinisuka Ginting has shown that you can easily be top 3, top 4 in the world and not necessarily be 6 foot. But there are a lot of players now in men's singles. Victor Axelsen, 6'4", Li Zijia, obviously very tall as well. And these 6-footers don't move like your usual 6-footers. They're very fast on their feet. Victor, especially for a 6'4" man, his court coverage is absolutely exceptional. Well, one of the advantages of having a tall frame, of course, is it's just 1 or 2 steps and you're across court. And that's exactly what Shi Yu Qi is doing right now. He's just staying on that center tee. Just 1 or 2 lunges left and right. And he's already 3-love up. It's going to take something very special from Tanaka.
Wait for the call. Don't shout out before the line judge has the call. Service over. 1-3.
Yu Qi ousted in the end in Paris by the eventual silver medalist, Kunlavit Vitasan, debut.
Service over. 4-1.
21-12, 21-10. Great step back. His technique is absolutely impeccable.
Well,
he's shown his range of backcourt has been fine. Of course, starting at the better side of the court in this match. Oh, great snapback interception. Really turning the screws on Shi Yu Qi.
service over. 2-5.
Wow, look how close this was. And those are the margins that Yushi Tanaka is going to have to play with. Very close to being 6-1.
Service over. 6-2.
Well, right now, Shi Yu Qi is doing very well at just switching the play from front to back. And there he is again. And looking for his opening. And when he finds it, he's plugging that hole very effectively. That was a great build-up. Tanaka in the end, floored.
Thank you. Players on court. On court.
Well, as I said, another match in this section of the draw, taking place on court 1. That will be in a couple of matches' time, CHN against Cantafon. But even with all the withdrawals post-Olympics this week, some real strength and depth. And a good staging place for youngsters like Yushi Tanaka. Win or lose, it's a great learning experience for youngster to play the world #1 in the quarterfinals at the Japan Open. And of course, by making the quarterfinals, he's already picked up a decent amount of world ranking points.
3-8.
So 3-8. And that's a wonderful winner. Well, if you can pull more of those out.
8.
And this might just turn into that headline that we were talking about earlier on. But he's going to need a lot more of them. Still 4-8 and a good start. Again, wonderful play from Tanaka.
5.
Great setup. Drew Shi Yu Qi into, as we see it, the left side. And then jumps in. Had to time that perfectly. Oh, he dug that out really well, Shi Yu Qi. That's fantastic. Tanaka warming up.
8.
What a run.
7-8.
He was 6-1 down. Well, this match has certainly fired up the crowd. This is a wonderful play from Tanaka.
8-all.
Well, it'd be very easy at this point to say, oh, well, Shi Yu Qi's obviously now feeling a bit tired from the Olympics. I don't think that's the case. I think Tanaka has stepped up really well and has rattled the world #1 enough.
9-8.
Shi Yu Qi has cut his movement down a little. But this might just be game on as we approach the first mid-game interval. Picked up the speed, Tanaka. And that's where he's finding all these spaces. And the home crowd are loving it.
10-8. Thank you. On court.
Great rally. Both players looking for that opportunity. Tanaka just pushing that wide.
Set is over. 9-10.
Longest rally of the match so far at 27 shots. Oh, was showing a couple of nerves early on, Tanaka, but now those are gone. It's really beginning to open up. And that's out. So 11-9 at the break, and it's the youngster, the 24-year-old, that goes in ahead. Well, the China singles coach, Lo Yigang, with some tips as to how he's seeing it.
11-9. Play.
That was a very good opportunity for Tanaka.
10-11.
Perhaps too good. That's why misread that. Well, I'm sure that Shi Yu Qi is going to be trying to be a little bit more decisive. He certainly doesn't want to get stuck in rallies with Tanaka now, because Tanaka keeps increasing the pace of the rallies and is certainly holding his own. Gone long as well.
13-10.
Oh, great pickup. Great rally. There's that power again. Two titles so far for Yushi Tanaka. Lei Lanzi from China was his last
14,
victim.
10.
That was in the 2024 US Open just last month. He also picked up
Yushi on court.
another Super 300 win at the Orléans Masters against Ku Takahashi. He's also beaten the likes of Alex Lanier twice on the International Challenge Series. The Estonian International and that Denmark Challenge win I was saying earlier. An easy kill for Tanaka in the end. Shi Yu Qi at 6s and 7s here. It's a little bit lost at sea.
10.
Well, I guess he did have to reset himself after that net cord. Having real troubles at the net now. 6-point lead for Tanaka. Well, it all looked like it was going according to plan up to about 5-1. And since then, it's been a whole new script.
17-10.
Certainly concern registering on the face of Shi Yu Qi and Lo Yigang. What a winner that was. Straight down the line. 18-10.
10.
Well. Just can't seem to hit the mark anymore. Well, I was literally just about to say that Shi Yu Qi has proved that you can go to the Olympics and come back and make the business end of tournaments just 16 days later. But this sudden collapse from 5-1 down to 20-10 now, game point. That is beginning to look like it may be a bridge too far for even the world number one. Taking nothing away from Tanaka, of course, who's now taken that first game 21-10. And that's just going to give him a load of confidence moving into the second. So as they get back on court, badminton fans would of course have recognized Kento Momota as one of the coaches for Yushi Tanaka. Recently retired from international competition and now straight into the coaching setup. Joined by Kazumasa Sakai from the NBA. And what a coach to have. Possibly one of the greatest players. Kento Momota guiding you at 24. Well, I was just speculating in the beginning of this match about a headline-making performance. But whether Shi Yu Qi is fatigued or not, if Tanaka can clean up from this better side of the court now, then that headline will be made. Great court coverage, laser-targeted accuracy on these winners. And what's really been turning the screw for Shi Yu Qi is the pace. He's been really picking up the pace, Tanaka. Yes, errors like that will happen.
2-1.
But that speed has been a bit too much for the world number one. That's in.
3-1.
It's all looking rosy for Tanaka right now, but that win is still very far off. This is Shi Yu Qi. And if he can start turning on.
Service over.
Those skills that we know so well.
2-3.
And it is... Well, there is definitely a possibility that he could take this to 3 to win. Not his ideal situation. Overcommitted. Tanaka.
Service over. 4-2.
A little bit impetuous. Interestingly enough, Shi Yu Qi actually apologized for that shot. I don't see why he should. Tanaka was completely at fault. There was no net caught. Great backhand play from Yu Qi. Still looking to take this with long rallies.
5-2.
There's still a little bit of area of aggression for Shi Yu Qi that he could use. But he certainly just can't rely on mistakes now from Tanaka. Good 4-point lead built up in the second. It was a little concerning how dramatic that collapse was in the first game for Shi Yu Qi. As I said, he was 5-1 up and ended up losing 21-10.
3-6.
And of course that means that in the end, from 5-1, it was a 20-5 point run for Tanaka, which is very unlike Shi Yu Qi to concede that.
7-3.
Still 7-3 up here in the second. Maybe he just didn't expect that explosive energy coming from Tanaka in the first. Now he's going to have to contain that energy. Oh, great cross court from Tanaka.
Service over. 4-7.
And look at that sudden change of pace from Tanaka. Oh, perfect shot
over.
from Shi Yu Qi.
8-4.
That's a good example, that point, of what Shi Yu Qi can do. He soaked up that extra pressure as it came in, as Tanaka started firing, and then once he'd soaked all of that up, fires off his winner.
Players on court.
A lot of work to do for both players in this quarterfinal. A 9th quarterfinal for Shi Yu Qi in 2024. That, of course, including the Olympics. Oh, great play. Beautiful drop into right front court as we see it. just out of reach.
Service over. 5-9.
Instinctively left that.
10-5.
So a much firmer grip on this second game. And about to enter the second mid-game interval. And he does. 11-5 at the break.
Play.
Oh, well, those
Service over.
skills, that shot-making quality, that's something you just can't defend against. And if you've got that touch, and Tanaka certainly does, and that's always going to be a good source of points for him. Well taken, plucked out of the air. Such a high line Tanaka is playing. A lot of space behind him. Shi Yu Qi switches to
12,
body shots.
6.
That's the great thing about Shi Yu Qi. He is very adaptable. Seems to have got a better understanding of this match in the second game. He's not doing anything too spectacular. He doesn't need to, but he's doing all things he needs to. Fundamentals. Incrementally putting pressure on Tanaka. What a shot that was from the youngster. Oh, is that in? Yes, I think it is.
13-6.
Frustration on the youngster's face. You see it so many times with young badminton players. Watched it all the way.
Thank you. Yushi on court. Shi on court. Thirteen, 6.
Look at that.
Service over.
There's that touch again.
13.
Saw where Shi Yu Qi was on court. And redirects straight down the line. But it's just been clinical accuracy.
Service over. 14-7.
Even with that, those errors still coming in, and Shi Yu Qi looking strong in the second, should, based on this stage of the match, take this second game. Because he's certainly not making as many mistakes as he made in the first game now. There's another straight down the line winner. 15-7.
15-7.
It's been a more compact output from the wall number one. Oh, look at that, step back.
16-7.
Cross court. So flat over the net. Feathers just stroking the top of that net cord. 16-7. Still, those shots keep coming back.
8.
So not as frequently as before, and that's what it's about. If Shi Yu Qi can just limit those winners, then he won't get caught in a 10-11 point run as he was in the first game. And he can maintain this lead.
9-16.
I really don't think it is about fatigue. I think it's just he was a little bit surprised at the ferociousness of the attack from this young Japanese player. Now he seems to have got a better understanding of it. Oh.
Service over.
Very close.
17-9.
But you can see now that Tanaka is having to chase these points down. And again, out of position.
18-9.
Was just really swiping at that shot. Didn't have a good base, as you can see here, where his feet are. He was never going to get back in position for a very easy shot into the other side of the court for Shi Yu Qi. 18-9. And looking to cement this second game and force the decider.
Plate.
If you leave it that high, directly in Yu Qi's hitting zone, then he can pretty much pick any point on that court to hit. This time he goes down the line, takes the narrow corridor. Have to hit it just ahead of him or just behind him, but you certainly don't hit it about 4 foot on top of him, because that's the prime zone. And there it is, and that's the exact place I was talking about.
20, game point 9.
So, 21-10, the first game. This looks like it could be a 21-9. It really does open up all sorts of wonderful opportunities for the third. That's in. Oh, challenge coming.
Challenge.
Umpire thought it was in.
Yushi Tanaka challenges called in.
Line judge thought it was in. Shi Yu Qi was walking to his bag, so he thought it was in. The only person that didn't think it was in was Yushi Tanaka, and let's see if he's right. No, he's not. That's beautiful.
Challenge unsuccessful. Game. Second game won by Shi Yu Qi, 21-9, 1 game all. Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
So here we go.
Final game. Love all.
The unexpected decider for many fans. I'm sure they would have thought Shi Yu Qi would steamroll this match in straight games, but no. Let's see what Yushi Tanaka can do. Shi Yu Qi managed to tame the youngster to a certain degree in the second game, but those winners were still evident. That's the kind of aggression that was missing from Yu Qi's game in the first two games. And we've seen it in the first point of the third. Just wide. Well, if Tanaka is going to take anything from this third game, then those big, powerful shots have to remain very accurate. Can't afford any misses. That's pretty much the only area where Shi Yu Qi has not been able to tackle. And as we've seen on so many occasions, especially in singles, it's not just about firepower. It's not just about amazing shot making. It's also about that court coverage. It's about the general output being over 60, over 70% in front court, mid court, back court. Certainly being able to take part and participate in the rallies, but then also take control of the rallies. And shot making just a tiny, tiny part of it in the end. Gets back into position well, Tanaka. Looking to pick up the pace. It's a great rally. Home crowd definitely behind Tanaka. Oh, that was beautiful. Shi Yu Qi just changed that pattern of play. It was all about being on the right side and then just picks his spot. Always keeping an eye out on where his player is on the other side of the court. But then the ability to fire it off as well. 4-love. And a great, solid 4 points. Just one of those was a miss from Tanaka.
Thank you. 4 love.
That's a bad read at the back. Can't afford that.
5 love.
Well, that back line on this nearer side of the court has been very fickle today. The last 2 days, there's been a breeze that's been kicking those back in. Today, it's really a lucky draw as to whether that's going to be in or out. You really shouldn't take your chances with it, especially against the likes of the world number 1. That's his first point.
5.
Well, remember, the first game it was 5-1 to Shi Yu Qi, and then it all went haywire.
Service over. 6-1.
A lot more power and aggression coming from Yuchi earlier on in the rally now. Various points of this match, he's willing to sit back, soak up the rallies, and then look for his opportunity. Now he looks like he wants to kill this off as soon as possible. That was a glorious drop shot. Oh, great reset by Yuchi. That's high. Hats off to the defense from Tanaka, but once he got, twice he got. That was 1, that was 2, but the third got through. Great winner. And a good build-up as well.
3-7.
Well, he seems to be fired up again. And that's out.
4-7.
Tanaka picking up the pace once more,
Thank you.
forcing that error.
Shi on court.
Well,
4-7.
as you can see, the fans in full appreciation of his efforts on court. And in all honesty, win or lose, I think he has proved to a lot of people here in the Yokohama Arena that he is certainly one to watch for, currently in the B team for Japan. Again, wonderful setup, great build-up, draw Shi Yu Qi into the
5-7.
net and then went straight past him. Well, he's done the hard work, which is to pull within 2 points.
Service
Easily picked
over.
off there.
8-5.
Well, that was a better read at the back.
Service over. 9-6.
Very easy point for Yu Qi. Just the lightest of returns.
Fault.
What a great return by Shi Yu Qi.
10-6.
Not only from the position that he took it in, which was arching back, but to place it off the left shoulder, make it very awkward for Tanaka to return.
Interval, change, ends.
11-6 at the break, and Shi Yu Qi still in control. Well, this is the phase of play that we've all been waiting for, the conclusion of the third and deciding game here in this quarterfinal on court 2. The youngster Yushi Tanaka
11-6.
has shown some great mettle and steel against world number 1 Shi Yu Qi. Now, if he can just claw back these points as job 1, then it might be a great shootout till the end. But he can't afford mistakes.
12-6.
Good idea.
Service over. 7-12.
Rushes forward, aims straight for center mass. And connects Yu Qi with a very difficult return. 7-12. This serve crucial for the 24-year-old. Oh, he's got that.
8-12. Service over.
Unlucky clip of the net.
13-8.
Well, it's a valiant effort from Tanaka, but that gap now up to 5 points again. I'm fully expecting Shi Yu Qi just to play through these rallies and do what he needs to do, never overcommit. Doesn't need to do anything risky if you're 5 points up. But he also does not need to be caught out. As is always the case, if you play those rallies out, your opportunity will present itself, and it's about patience. (14-8).
Yushi Tanaka challenges.
Valid challenge.
Out.
Certainly was close, but I think with Shi Yu Qi being so close to where that landed and having a very good view of it, well, we're going to find out in just a few seconds. Here it comes. And that is out.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Well, as I said, there was an inkling that that was going to happen. Shi Yu Qi is very honest about those challenges. And he was in exactly the right place to see it. 15-8. The crowd trying to get behind Tanaka.
16-8.
But this game and match, slowly, very slowly, edging away from him. Now as you get to a 9-point lead, it's very difficult to not snatch at things and to play that calm and competent game that you need to. Another mistake.
18-8.
So 2 points away. From his 7th semi-final from 9 quarterfinals. And that is what it's all about in terms of reliable results. Ooh, that's out. A last-ditch chance, perhaps.
Service over. 9-19.
Well, you've all seen the way Shi Yu Qi's played in this game and the second game. And once again, it just shows you the alarming collapse in the first when Tanaka just overwhelmed him.
10,
He's into double
19.
digits now. But it is very tough challenge from here. He can't make 2 mistakes. Tanaka, if he does, it's match over.
Service over.
That's one of them.
20.
So,
match
10
point.
match points
10.
at 55 minutes. Certainly not the match that Shi Yu Qi was expecting, but he has, as usual, adapted to it. That was a great shot, and that's gone long.
Service over. 11-20.
Great pickup by Yu Qi. Sends it to the back. And that's got to be it. 21-11 in the third. 56 minutes on the clock. Shi Yu Qi through to his 7th semi-final of the year. But hats off to Yushi Tanaka. The 24-year-old is certainly one of few supporters here from this match. And a relieved Shi Yu Qi, as you can see.
won by Shi Yu Qi, 10-21, 21-9, 21-11.
And there's the match shuttle for a lucky fan. Steamrolling on, great performance. There's the last point. Got into that area where no mistakes were allowed for Yushi. And there's confirmation of it. So, Shi Yu Qi through to the semi-finals. So back at the Japan Open in quarterfinals Friday, and fantastic match there, 57 minutes in the men's singles. Shi Yu Qi coming through. It's the women's singles up next. Two Olympians, Supanita Keitong against Beiwan Zhang, the number 7 seed in the USA. Now looking at this women's singles draw, this is section 3. Taitsu Ying already through after straight games win against Natsuki Nidaira. The winner of that will play either Ahori or Bangrumfan. Winner of this match we're about to watch will face either Hanue or Akane Yamaguchi, looking for her 4th title at the Japan Open. And still in the hunt. So here they come. Both of these ladies made it to the round